Phil Laitner. Detroit Free Press published 12:28 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, August 28, 2019. In the latest act of drama atop Oakland County's political hierarchy, a judge in Pontiac Wednesday morning declined to grant immediate relief to Republicans in their lawsuits seeking to overturn the Democrats' wresting control of the county's top job.
Both sides had sought a quick resolution to the power struggle that followed the death of longtime Oakland County Executive L. Brooks Patterson.
Instead, they got a mild dressing down from Oakland Circuit Judge Daniel P. O'Brien, who told them he would not issue a quick decision and instead wanted a full-blown trial.
In doing so, O'Brien denied Republicans their motion for a preliminary injunction, which would have removed the newly appointed county executive, David Coulter, a former mayor of Ferndale and the county's first Democrat in the position. Staring at rows of lawyers representing the county's top Republican and Democratic leaders, after telling several of them to speed up their arguments, O'Brien declared, "These public sergeants are wittingly or unwittingly trying to take cuts in front of their constituents.
These litigants will stand in line with everybody else." Next case. More. David Coulter sworn in as Oakland County executive. The judge's decree means the case will take weeks or even months to decide, said County Commissioner Phil Weipert, a Republican lawyer from South Leon who watched the hearing. There now must be dates set for legal discovery, motions and ultimately one for an evidentiary hearing. The judge wants to hear testimony, Weipert said in a crowded hallway after the judge ruled. In legal briefs, Republicans repeated the protests they voiced at the Board of Commissioners meeting of August 16, that the board's top Democrat, County Commissioner Dave Woodward of Royal Oak, should not have been allowed to rescind his resignation and resume his board seat that day, just in time to help appoint Coulter as Patterson's successor. Republican legal counsel Stephen Hafner told the court that Democrats led by Woodward illegally tried to game the system and ignored the rule of law, leading to chaos in Oakland County government, although Hafner insisted that his side was not motivated by partisan politics. Sitting near him was Andrew "Rocky" Richkovsky, chairman of the Oakland County Republican Party.
The dispute dates back to a surprise move by Woodward nearly 3 weeks ago when he announced he was resigning from the county board.
That made him eligible to be appointed as county executive, but his plans soon fell apart amid political bickering. Oakland County's Republican leaders were stymied when Woodward announced on August 16 he'd rescinded his resignation. Armed that day with a legal opinion supporting his return, Woodward and other Democrats then engineered a razor-thin margin of 11 to 10 votes to appoint one of their own, Coulter, as successor to Patterson. That margin continues of the board, giving Democrats control of both the legislative and executive branches of Oakland's county government. More. Top Republican says Dave Woodward rescinding resignation in Oakland County with Wednesday's setback for the Republicans, at least temporarily. Coulter can continue in the post that pays $198,000 a year.
He was not in the courtroom, nor was Woodward, although both had lawyers representing them. Republicans asserted in their lawsuit that the 11-10 margin claimed by the Democrats was legitimate, saying Woodward had clearly resigned because his letter of resignation was received by the county clerk. They also said he showed his intent to resign because he interviewed while seeking to be appointed county executive. Finally, their lawsuit said that the county had discontinued his salary and benefits, demonstrating that his resignation had taken effect.
The Democrats' legal counsel argued that similar disputes in Michigan have been resolved, in significant cases, by a law that says no legislator's resignation is effective until the legislative body involved, in this case, the Oakland County Board of Commissioners, votes to accept the resignation. Oakland's board had not done so, argued defense lawyers.
That argument was bolstered decades ago by an opinion from former Michigan Attorney General Frank Kelly, said Woodward's attorney Floyd Allen. Oakland County Democratic Party Chair Von Dadarian said before today's hearing that the Republicans' lawsuit was strictly a political tactic. Dadarian pointed out that the succession procedure for
filling Patterson's vacancy was devised by Patterson himself, decades ago, when the legislature passed a law that applied to Oakland and just one other county, Bay.
The procedure allows County Board of Commissioners to appoint an executive successor in the event of a vacancy. At that time, Brooks was sure that Oakland County would always have a Republican majority on the commission, and so he was sure that whatever happened to him, a Republican would be appointed to follow him. Darion said. Patterson never anticipated the dramatic shift in the Oakland County's electorate toward electing more Democrats, giving the county board an 11-10 margin of Democrats in the 2018 election, Darion said.
Richkovsky, the county's Republican chair, said the lawsuit wasn't motivated by politics but instead by a desire to restore the reputation of Oakland County as a place of ethical politics. Speaking before Wednesday's hearing, Richkovsky said, "It took 25 years for Brooks Patterson to build up a triple-A bond rating in Oakland County, and it only took 2 weeks for Dave Woodward and the Democrats to tear it
down." More, Oakland commissioners text to delete emails backfires with calls for her to resign, yet Democrats have said there have been no signs that the appointment of Coulter has damaged the county's shining credit rating.
Among Coulter's first words as executive, spoken to the Board of Commissioners moments after the vote to appoint him, was his pledge to maintain the top bond rating and to continue the strict fiscal discipline that was a hallmark of Patterson's 6.5 terms as executive. Leaving the courthouse after today's hearing, one of the Republicans' lawyers declined to comment, saying, "Time will tell, that's all we can say." Reached after the hearing, Woodward echoing other Democrats as well as the judge in saying the dispute stems from partisan politics. The board has moved on. We have cooperation between Republicans and Democrats. Everyone is speaking to me, and we have a lot of work to do, Woodward said. Budget meetings were suspended during Patterson's wake and funeral, so we're getting back on track for that, he said. We need a working budget that builds on the success of Oakland County, and the board will discuss fiscal planning at its next meeting on Sept. 5, Woodward said. Contact Laitner at freepress.com. Let's block ads. Why?